recording. Hi, I'm Kelly.
I'm Chandra.
So, Chandra, can you tell me what brings you in here today?
I am coming for an order of protection
Okay.
from my ex-boyfriend.
Okay. And for this order of protection, is this something for your family's current needs?
Yes. We have 2 children together. We have a history of verbal and physical abuse. He's the more physical abuser, which is not good for the children to be in at all. Before this, I was actually pursuing sole custody, which he is currently unhappy with and has been making threats.
Okay. And can I ask you, are you or your children currently in danger?
As far as I know, we are safe. He did show up at my house unannounced when he knew I was alone.
Okay.
I did not open the door, and I ended up actually calling the police.
Okay. Can I ask you a little bit about what some of your fears are right now and down the road with your situation?
Well, his past history, he has choked me and almost broke my neck a couple of times, arrested me. If you ask him, he's never actually abused me because he hasn't punched me in the face or anything. But so I still fear him physically. I have a lot of text messages about threats with putting drugs in my car and calling the police to get me arrested. He has said that he can get other people to jump me and all that.
Okay. So you're kind of fearing the physical abuse and him using things against you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about down the road? Is this something that you're just currently facing, or is this something that you think you'll keep progressing with?
Well, I hope with an order of protection that it will kind of veer him away from anything. If it's down on paper and other people know about the threats, then maybe it'll dissuade him from following through.
Okay. Now, if you don't mind me retracting, you said you have 2 children?
I do.
And do you mind sharing how old they are?
My daughter is 9 and my son is 10. Or not 10, 5, sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Okay. And can I ask, do you think you're in good physical health right now?
Yes.
Okay. Are you taking any medications or anything? Okay. And have you sought out any professionals or other agencies since this has started?
No. Well, I went to the free legal place at the courthouse to get the custody together.
Okay. And do you think they've been pretty effective with helping you?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you currently have any groups, like such as church or any support groups that you attend?
I do attend church.
Okay.
And I also have my family that gives me support and
Okay.
our constant support.
That's good. That's good. Do you think that you would be interested in possibly seeking out any other support groups, or do you like where you're at right now?
I'm happy with
what
I have right now. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think you could tell me a little bit more about your family, friends, and any community support that you receive?
Well, I have my parents, my sister, my brother, and his wife and kids, and then church. My pastor is actually a very, very old friend of mine from when he was a bad boy, who's now a good man. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. And do you mind if I ask, does your support system in church, your family, do they help you out currently in your situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister-in-law is the one that actually pointed me in your guys' direction to get the order of protection.
Okay. Now, Can you tell me who specifically that you feel comfortable going to and asking for support or help? Do you have anyone that you really feel comfortable with?
Yeah, my mom.
Your mom. Okay. And do you think there's any issues that could hinder your future support systems? Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
No.
pretty stable.
Okay. Good. What does your current housing situation look like right now?
It's good.
Good. Okay.
Stable.
Stable home. Okay. And financial stability?
As much as a single mom, a full-time student, part-time worker can be.
I feel yeah. And do you have adequate transportation for you and your family?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you work part time.
I do.
Do you mind if I ask where?
I work at the Target store.
Okay.
Early morning shift.
Are they pretty flexible with you?
Yeah.
Out their schedule. Okay, that's great. And can I ask you, what are some of the goals that you would like to accomplish for you and your family right now?
Well, number one is my children's protection.
Definitely.
And making sure that none of this affects them in any way.
Okay.
And of course, my protection as well. I don't want him to get at me. So, yeah.
Okay. And do you think that there's any barriers that might stop you from receiving the protection that you want for you and your kids?
I don't think so. There shouldn't be.
Okay. And can I ask, have your kids at all been involved in any of the abuse?
He has not ever physically abused them. I felt that his use of words were in poor taste sometimes, but I think the environment, him and me fighting is just horrible for them.
It's the thing that you worry about
Yeah.
and experience.
Yeah.
Now, do you think your kid's open to you about this? Do you talk to
Yeah.
them about it?
Yeah, well, I try to protect them from as much. I don't want them to know everything, but actually, I don't tell them much about this.
Oh,
My daughter has witnessed more than my son,
Mhm.
so she has her feelings about the whole thing. I try to protect her and tell her that she still needs to love her dad, but she's seen a lot of what he has done to me. And I also try to tell her it's not all his fault. I can own up to what I have said to him. And I wasn't always the best woman for him, towards him, but try to make her understand as much as I can. She is almost 10, so with my son, he's only 5, so I can still protect him as much as I can from everything.
Okay. Well, Chandra, I would like to maybe talk with you about some goals and objectives that I would really like to achieve next time that we get together. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Okay. So your main purpose in coming in here was for receiving the protection, correct? Okay. So that protection order is number 1 to your safety and your children's safety. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say that's definitely the first goal that we need to accomplish with that. And one way of achieving that, I think, if you're okay and comfortable with it, is I would really like to make some phone calls on your behalf or with you on speakerphone and try to get this stuff really pushed through and to help you walk through it, because I know that the legal system can be messy.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Do you think that's something you would?
Yeah.
And if for whatever reason you'd prefer me not getting overly involved, I think that if you could maybe designate one person as an alternative to help you walk through this and make sure that they're there with you every time you go to the courthouse or make phone calls. Do you think you could find a person?
Yeah.
Okay. And another goal that I would really like to achieve, if you agree with me on this, is to keep a notebook and track all names, numbers, addresses, legal terms, court dates. Keep everything logged for yourself. Do you think that's something that you could keep track of, so whenever we do meet, we could. So I lost my train of thought. Basically, keep a notebook so that you can keep track of everything. So when things do get chaotic or crazy, you have everything there, and you know what dates you're going to be going to things, who you've contacted, what their positions are. Do you think that's something you could do? Do you think that's something that will help you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and another thing that I would really, I'm not sure how you feel about this, is maybe work on communication between you and the people that you're going to be contacting in the legal system. Do you think you have any troubles with communication with them?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's
Okay.
kinda-
Well, if you don't think that's an important thing, then maybe we could just see how things are going within the justice system and in the specific protective order, and we'll go from there. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. Is there any other goals or anything that you would really like to achieve?
Getting sole custody.
Sole custody.
So-
Okay. Well, I think for our next meeting, we'll make sure that protective order is in place. Even if we have to go fight those judges, we will get that done, because that is your number one priority for you and your kids. And I think for our next visit, we'll sit down and make a plan on how we can go about the custody issue. Does that sound okay?
That sounds good.
Okay, Chandra. Well, thank you for meeting with me, and please give me a call if you have any questions.
Okay. Thank you for your time.